Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining this Tech Talk today. It's a Tech Talk series. For introduction purposes, I'm Joe Raffanelli, Director of Technical Solutions at Innovatix. We are AKA Microsoft. Innovatix is a leading custom software development company specializing in transitioning legacy systems to modern platforms. I'm super excited today to introduce a new product launch called OpenParser. Actually, just launched about an hour ago. So again, very excited about it. So what it is at a high level, OpenParser AI is an intelligent product that enables you and your team to ask questions to your documents in natural language and gets the answers instantly right from the documents. I'm thrilled to be joined by my colleagues. We have Imran. He's the VP of Migration Services. He's been on several Tech Talks in the past. And a newcomer to our Tech Talks is Shabazz. He is our Innovation Director to this talk, right? So together with their collective leadership and guidance, they made this AI product launch a success. So thank you guys so much for that. Before I give you guys your time, I just want to tell everybody on the chat or on the call here, what we do typically at these Tech Talks, I have a series of questions to ask these gentlemen, and then what we're going to do at the end, we're going to open it up for chat. All right, so folks can ask questions that way. So Imran, what I'm going to ask you to do, I'll have you start. Maybe you can intro the product, and then we'll go to Shabazz and have him introduce himself. But Imran, I'll give you the floor first. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Hello, everyone, and thanks everyone for joining us today. First, I am really very excited that we are launching OpenParser.ai today. It's a really exciting product that we are launching today. A little about this product. Every organization, they all have a vast amount of knowledge, which is stored in the documents in forms of the PDFs, Word file, Excel, PowerPoints, etc. And all the department carry loads of these kind of documents buried somewhere in their either their hard drive or content management system or somewhere maybe in the emails as well. So these documents can be, customer agreements, reports, different product documentation, training materials, compliance regulations, so on and so forth. All type of categories, you name it, and you have all the documents, right? What we envision is to provide our customers a tool with a centralized document repository and let them and their teams ask their questions in natural language. Means they can talk to their documents and they get quick answers from the documents, not one, not two, as many as you have in your repository with the references. So this is the exciting part of this OpenParser AI product that we will be discussing in this Tech Talk.
It's a good intro. Shabazz, I'll give you a second to introduce yourself as well. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. You can call me Shabazz. I'm the Innovatix Director of Innovations. About the OpenParser, that product that we're recently launching, is that it's one of the tools that we're bringing out, which can take advantage of the new AI platforms available now at our disposal. It is introduced with a very powerful idea in mind. Although it's not a new idea, but it's a range of applications that it brings with it is extremely broad, and it's going to help users and SMEs in many different ways. We are looking far beyond its capabilities that exist right now, and have a long roadmap ahead in the future for it. For example, one of the distinct features of OpenParser is its content sanitization, validation, and use of on-premises SLM, which ensures that client document stays private and within the OpenParser's closed environment. And we're not used for training and any other public LLM.
I know folks will be very interested in here about the security. So thank you for the intro, Shabazz. So Imran, I'm going to start with you. So let's, in a nutshell, what is OpenParser? How does it work? Why don't we go ahead and show the demo to folks, and short demo, and see where the conversation takes us.
Sure. Thank you, Joe. I hope my screen is visible.
It's coming.
Okay.
Here we go. We see it.
People can see my screen. Okay. So the product is live now. Anyone, you can go to www.openparser.ai. You can read the details about this product, see a short video as well, the features, all those stuff. And then you can actually go and register to this product. It's an app at openparser.ai, and the links are given there. This is a standard login screen that I am on. I would say it has a reCAPTCHA, so I would select something to. Okay, so I'm in the application. As I mentioned to you, this application is designed for businesses with more than one users. It can have n number of users. Just think about a company, an organization with a lot of users working in different departments, and every department maintains their own document set. So when you enter, you go right to the chat. But before I go to the chat, I will show you that how you can manage the users. Right. So first thing is the groups. You can have all the groups. These groups can be your departments, your different functional areas, or your different categories of the document that you are storing. So you can define those groups here. Then you can have multiple users in your company, and each user require a different license basically. So you need to buy those licenses, and you can add those users and define their roles. A user can be a group admin. A user can have access to multiple groups. This is to ensure that a user from one department cannot access, if it is required, the documents for the other department. So it implements this segregation and this security, right? And there's a protocol as well. Not everyone can upload the documents. The documents can be uploaded by the group admins. So this is what you are seeing is I'm as the admin login, so I can see the documents there with their groups, and all the documents are defined here. The way this tool works: first, you upload the document, and then OpenParser read that document using its a reg pipeline, and store the data in the vector database, and then it use the LLM or AI basically to answer your questions very quickly. So first, it requires to upload the documents, and document upload is very easy. Here the documents are there. You can see the stats. You can simply upload documents, select a group, and do it, right? So I have all documents uploaded there, and then after defining your users, after setting the groups and uploading the document, then you go to the exciting part, which is the chat. Here you can define your chats. It will show it in a group, and there this is different chats it's showing to you. So I can, and if I am asking a question, I can have few options. If I'm not defining any category or the document, it can get the answer from all the documents for which I have access to. But I I have a question there, like what business impact will AI and emerging technologies have by 2030? Let's suppose this is a question. I have access to all these groups, right? Not everyone, but some people in the company will have limited access to someone. I want it OpenParser to answer me from the IT reports group. Otherwise, it will go and read all the documents, but I want it to read from the documents uploaded for the IT reports, right? And if you want just one document to be considered, there is another option, right? So you can select that document, and it will consider that. Let's see how it answers. So I just asked a question, and I am sending it. It is thinking, it is preparing requests, it is searching the database, it is getting all the content based on this, and then it is formulated the answer, and it is giving me. Really, see how quickly it got me the answer from those documents, right? And it is a completely formulated answer. You can use it, and you can cross check it. You see all those references there, 1 2 3 4, and you can see it has a blocks. So it formulated its answer, but where it picked the reference content, it's from here. These are different blocks, right? And you can read those blocks there. And other thing is you can click on it. It would open the document in front of you, take you to that page and that section, and highlight it. Uh, let me show you the another. pull up this one. Okay. See, so it opened the document and it takes you to the page number something there and it highlighted it. So you can, this way you can cross reference the documents and you will be very sure that, okay, what this answer is coming from. So this is a very exciting, utility of this tool, and it's very easy. It's very quick, and so that's how you can basically chat. And all the, uh, the common features are available. There's a favorite. Analytics are available, as so you can speak to it as well if you allow the mic there, and you can share the prompts with the team members as well. And here are all other settings that you can perform. You can give custom instructions that how, what kind you basically your prompt should be. Then these are different formats that when it respond to your question, it use bullet points, mixed format, and different cross references include examples or not. Then you can go and you can set that what will be the tone for the answers will be professional, conversational, technical, executive. It is based on how your answers should show. What should be the length of the answers, right? So you can control that as well. And it can answer you in different languages also. This is again the added feature. I mean, your documents are in English. You can get the answers in Spanish or French. And detail level you can also control. I mean, how much detail it would give. You want a very detail or you want just brief. So you can control that as well. Other than that, it has sort of default styles, right, where you can go and set what you need. Otherwise, I mean, if you are a legal firm, you want answers to be in the form of legal language, you can use this one. Technical analysis, executive summary, research mode, quick answers. I mean, sometimes you don't want to read the whole big answer. You want the answers in point. You can simply check quick answers. And then, of course, you have the customization options to do it also. And there's one exciting thing. You are asking questions. OpenParser is designed to get the answers from your documents. It is not allowed to go out or to go out to search web or its own knowledge to answer you. If it cannot answer you, if it does not find the right answer or the topic in the document, it will simply say, I don't know. It will not give you any other answers, just made up answers. Yes, but sometimes users want that. Okay, if the open parser is unable to find that content in the document, we have a feature for that as well. You see the strict option. You can simply turn off the strict option. Then the SLM that we are using, it will use its own knowledge as well to answer your question. But this is the main feature. I mean, it does not know, it will not answer you. But if the topic is discussed in the documents, it will give you a very good answer. So this is a brief demonstration that I gave you, and I hope everyone likes it. And you're welcome to start using it.
Iman, very, very nicely
Sure.
done.
Good job.
You went into a lot of detail there. I appreciate that. I'm going to give Shabazz a little time to chime in, but yeah, I know we're also using that internal today, and we're having some good success. We have a lot of documents that we want to query off of, and it's a really good benefit for us. Shabazz, I'll ask you a question. So, how is OpenParser different from other AI products in the market?
Yeah, so Imran went over the document open parser and gave a very high level, but there are lots of features that there in it. It basically creates a content repository for you and brings you content knowledge from various sources. Our plan in the future is that it will allow you to connect with websites, databases, and emails and other kind of contents and sources as well. Currently, it's just documents. So when you upload a document, it ingests it into a vector database through its RAG pipeline. Then this becomes part of your knowledge base, which OpenParser is basically going to provide the answers from your question for your questions and insights as well. for knowledge extraction. So to serve those queries, so the real difference is, I think, to serve your queries is it basically uses various passes or cycles of iterations in which it basically sanitizes the contents. It generates a relevancy scoring so that it gives you the best quality answer that it can provide. Um, in future, we're also going to add another iteration like for PII redaction, so that it would not bring you those answers that you should not be make it available for the users. Uh, so one of the chunks, one of the advantages is that the chunks of contents are then passed only those relevant contents are then passed to LLM. So that basically generates or formulates a final answer for you. And if you're interested to know, the LLM that we're using is a quantized version of Llama 3 reasoning model. Um, that's it.
Very nice. So I understand the AI tool can handle, say multiple documents. So how accurately does it compare, does it compare terms across hundreds of different files seamlessly?
Well, it is designed to handle multiple documents at a scale. It processes and indexes hundreds of files through its vector database, through its RAG pipeline, and it allows you to search and retrieve relevant information across all documents simultaneously. Like I mentioned before, when it retrieves the relevant contents, it not only relies on that indexing, it basically creates another scoring method or various logics to basically get a better quality of content from the retrieved contents that it got from the database based on your query. Um, that means that it can identify related concepts, variations in languages, and also contexts across different files with high level of accuracy. And then based on your queries, there is a process that generates related terms to paraphrase your query from different angles. That ensures that we rectify any human error. When you're asking a question, you sometimes make a spelling mistake or maybe not formulate your question correctly. But then we uses a pass that basically creates multiple angles of your queries based on what you just asked. So that way we can get more accurate content. Then OpenParser also ensures that every response is grounded in the most relevant document segments. Like Imran was showing you, that it retrieves the precise references from your documents. You can trace back those references, and when you can compare that information from the files that you have already uploaded.
Yeah, I definitely like that feature where you can reference back. So that was very nice to show. How does OpenParser handle conflicting information between, the base contract and its amendments?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, like I mentioned, relevancy scoring. The logic that's there is it basically scores higher to those contents which are more recent and which are more relevant to the question that you just asked. So if a question is generates multiple similar paragraphs or pieces of information from various documents, but those documents have basically are updated over time. So you have amendments over there, right? And then amendments have conflicts over there as well. So we bring all that information, and then along with the context, we pass that to LLM. Then it's LLM that basically uses that to generate a proper response for you, which showing you the overrides and the amendments, and that way you can see what happened.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. The next question I have is for Imran. Imran, in your opinion, what organization types would most benefit from using OpenParser?
I would say every organization,
Hmm.
especially the organizations that maintains a large volume of documents, that can benefit from this tool the most, right? But as I'm saying, every organization, whether it's real estate, manufacturing, banking, insurance, any organization who is doing work, they collect a lot of documents. They have those informations there. Um, I can give you some use cases like law firms, right? So they have
Hmm.
all those things documented. They are not in the databases; they are in the form of documents. They can use OpenParser to quickly retrieve references from the legal documents, their client, cases files. Real estate companies can extract insights from hundreds of property files, right? And they can make their strategies based on the reports that are published, hundreds of reports published for the real estate market, right? uh, Banks and financial institutes can leverage it for compliance and audit support purposes. Sales organization can use it to enable teams with instant access to the training material or the product knowledge. Um, and it will make the information more accessible across the board. So the same information given to all their team members with one tool. So everyone can use the same tool to get trained to answer the questions. No need to ask everyone about a product, about a sales term, or anything. So this application has a lot of use cases, and every organization can use it. It's their own way.
No, I would definitely agree. It's like any organization that requires subject matter experts can definitely use this product to its full extent.
Yeah.
So at this point, Marin, why don't we give users a site on how to register? Maybe we can show them the OpenParser.ai website.
Right. So that's you can see that this is the
This
open
is the landing page. Yes. Okay.
AI website. You can read everything about here. If you want a demo, you can book a demo from here. Um, all the details are here. So the application is basically offered in two modes. One is the SaaS platform that I just demonstrated you, and it is also provided as the on perm edition. So we can provide it. The organizations can install on their local environment if they want to keep it. It has a price of $30 per user per month, but it has a 15 days trial period. Anyone can go there. There's no credit card required. They just sign up, start using it, feel the benefits, and then they can move on.
Sure. Looks good. All right. Let's shift gears here a little bit. Folks, you got some of the background of what it does and some of the benefits. Do we have any questions, from the audience at this point? Let me see here. Okay, I got one here. How accurately does OpenParser handle scanned PDFs, complex tables, and handwritten notes? Maybe Shabazz can answer that one.
Yeah, that's a good question. And we actually had a challenge to encounter this. Um, so sometimes scanned PDFs have various different kind of complexities. Sometimes there are images that are hard to scan and read. So we have basically employed different kind of OCRs to extract textual information from it, so that we can pass it to LLM whenever a relevant query is matched with that content. Secondly, sometimes there are blocks of contents in a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation that you have blocks or you have columns, and when you go through the process of text extraction, the compilers doesn't know where the block ends, so it sometimes reads a line from one block to another, one column to another, and thinking that it's the same line, which is not. So we basically, during the extraction process, we employed various techniques to detect blocks of contents, detect columns, detect scan images, and extract contents from scanned images, and then basically, get the contents and vectorize them. So that's how we are organizing. So OpenParser basically is reading documents like a visual reader. It can interpret complex tables, multiple columns formats, and structured data in a good level of accuracy. Yes, for handwritten notes, there are chances that the accuracy is lower because it depends on the clarity and quality of the scan. And yeah.
Sounds like that was a challenge of ours that you overcame, and that probably over time it'll even get better. But That was a really good question. Thanks, Shabazz. Okay. We got another question here. What are the limitations with a regular license? Maybe
So
Imran can answer that one, or
right. So
yeah, go ahead.
okay. So the question is about the limitations. So as I mentioned, that it OpenParser is offered in two modes, right? SaaS version, which is available online, anyone can go register
Hmm.
and start using it. So every tenant, basically, it's a company basically which will create the tenant account, has a limit of 5 GB. So they can upload the documents as and use the 5 GB space. And 5 GB is quite a big space. Again, if you ask me, um, how many documents it can accommodate, so it depends on the type of the document and it depends on the size of the document. So I would say, like, maybe if it's a regular PDF document, it can be 2,000 documents of 50 pages each. So it is as much as this. So, and again, it depends on basically the formatting of the document.
Okay, that makes sense. Appreciate that. Good. Whoever asked that, good question. Okay, we got another one here. How is on-prem different from the SaaS version?
Yes. So SaaS is the online version. So the users have to upload their documents, right? But when the OpenParser application installed on the on-prem, it provides the integration with the organization's file system, their SharePoint, their email server, and if it has some other APIs available that it can load the data from, so it provides all those custom connectors. So the organizations who are very concerned with their security and other stuff, they can install it and integrate with their other applications. So the open parser can load the documents not only from the document repository, but on all their shared drives and SharePoint and other document management system as well. So that's how it is different from the SaaS version.
All right. I see another question here. If we
Mhm.
upload, excuse me one second. If we upload an XLSX file and having millions of rows, how does OpenParser handle the context? Maybe Shabazz can answer that.
Yeah, let me take that. So yeah, that's a good question, and that's a very relevant question in terms of when you're using a RAG-based application. It falls, I think the person knows the challenges of RAG based extraction. It goes into the category of RAG hallucination because when you provide or give a very large document or thousands of documents, then it's hard to basically get a correct relevancy score. The techniques that we are using is basically dividing the contents into chunks and scoring them, indexing them at the time of extraction. So extraction or basically vectorization takes some time due to that. But when you basically retrieve the contents, so based on the scores and the tags that we are associating, we're getting sort of an accurate information. I know this would still be a bit of a struggle when, like he's saying, that there are millions of rows, and rows contains factual data, and your queries are not matching. So there might be some challenges over there, but um, we have employed some techniques to basically cover this.
Okay. Let's see, giving another minute. All right. Looks like we can close this session at this point. All right. So I want to thank you, gentlemen, again, for your leadership, creating this new product. Again, very exciting to have it being launched about an hour ago. So that's amazing. So to summarize, just for folks, OpenParser .ai is an intelligent document processing platform that transforms static files like PDFs, spreadsheets, and presentations into dynamic, searchable knowledge base. So it allows teams to query their entire document repository using natural language to receive precise, grounded answers that include direct citations to the source material. It's designed for security conscious sectors like legal and real estate. This is what Imran was saying before. The platform offers both SaaS and on-prem deployments featuring enterprise-grade encryption and granular role-based access controls. Take a bow, gentlemen. That was really good. If you guys want to see a free trial, you can go onto the website like we showed, which is openparser.ai. There's also, if you click on it, you'll see a nice 2-minute recap video. It's an AI video. Folks spent a lot of time on that. And then lastly, if anybody has any questions, right, and anything you want, any comments, you see my contact information there. And then for now, we are concluding the session, and I want to thank everybody once again for their time. Take care, folks.
I
Okay, bye-bye now.